Brew. This is Angel, your host with the Morning Brew. December 15th, 2021. We got 10 more days to Christmas. A lot going on today. So if you've been following the show, make sure to like, subscribe. That'd be amazing. And I got a few surprises for you today. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Now, it's going to be a big day. Expect a lot of volatility. No one really knows what's going down, okay? No one really knows. Everybody's guessing. I love this Twitter thing that's going down. I love that Twitter. Elon's going at it with Senator Warren, calling her Karen Warren. Pretty funny, hysterical. But that's not going to make the stock market move. What's going to make the stock market move? I'm going to tell you right now. Today is going to be all about one thing and one thing only. And that's going to be, and did I create that? No, did I create it? No. It's going to be about one thing only. Only. And I'm going to put it here. Today is all about, did we get it? Yeah, let's do that. Powell, right? I spelled Powell wrong. Anyway. You get the drift. It's all about Powell. It's really all about Powell. Everybody's guessing. There's a few scenarios here that can happen. And we're going to figure out what's the best scenario for today's trades, all right? So let's dive in. So the news, not really anything significant in the news. I do have some great trade setups for 2022. But we're going to do it after Powell because I don't know what could happen today. But either way, we're going to do well. All right, so let's figure it out. Let's dive in, and I'm going to share some screen here with you. Let's add that, and I'm going to get rid of that Powell ticker. All right, cool. All right, so let's dive in, and let's do it this way. All right, so ultimately, remember, we always start out with the market sentiment, right? How's the weather doing? What's the weather forecast? All right, so if we look here, this is the NASDAQ, the XPX, the NASDAQ, and the Russell. So again, if we take a look here, we sold off pretty hard on the XPX yesterday, and we expected it. We took some nice trades there. We set it up beautifully. But again, buyers came in at that 50-day moving average. So right now we're kind of like it can go either way. So again, that 50-day moving average is around 45.88, and if it's right there, is that white thing 45.86 to be exact, or do we take a higher? And there are a few scenarios that could happen. Now the MACDs are right smack in the middle. This could have an exhaustion. All right, this is working now? Okay, cool. All right, this could have an exhaustion, and it can go a little higher right now. So now, we're right there. We're right smack in the middle, and we'll see. So now, what else do we have? Now, the NASDAQ is holding that 50-day moving average right there, right smack in the middle. Let's see what happens there. It's working its way lower, but again, the main news event, we can't control it. I can't control the news event of what's really going down. So, it's just a waiting game. It's a waiting game. All right, so let's see. I don't know if I'm live right now. Maybe I am. If I am live, leave me a comment. All right, I think looks like your camera was unplugged. Got it. All right, it looks like we're live. The camera's not working, but all right. All right, we don't need to see me, but if you can see the charts, that'd be great. All right, so the Russell's working his way lower. And we will see. All right, so here we go. All right, so now, I think, yeah, okay, it is working beautifully. All right, working its way lower. Anything can happen today. Anything can happen. All right, so we're kind of like, now two things can happen. If he says, oh, thank you. If he says, and I'm going to go through the scenarios right now here with you, okay? If he says the market's looking at this tapering, is he going to, it's really about, they're on schedule. And I think he kind of, in the last couple of weeks when he spoke, he kind of warned the market already of what he's going to do. And the market kind of took that. We sold off a little bit. We went up. So I believe that basically what's going to happen is I think the market is looking, is he going to taper faster, right? Is he going to say tapering is going to end by January? Then that we could sell off, right? The rate hikes, I know there's people have been talking about it, but realistically, let's think about that scenario. If he does rate hikes right now, that's going to put a lot of businesses, I mean, a lot of businesses out of business. Like, I mean, they will be no longer, right? There's people that are basically, surviving off the low interest rates. So if he raises those interest rates, they're going to go out of business, right? Really fast. So I don't think that that's going to happen right away. He'll crater the market. The market will drop so fast, so hard. So I don't think that's a possibility, but you never know. But if he accelerates the tapering in January, we could have a sell-off. Not a crater sell-off, potential set-off, right? And then he says that we're going to raise interest rates by, maybe a quarter basis points in 2022. I think that's expected. And then the banks will rally on that. And I think that might be it. Now, if he says no taper, right, and Omicron, no taper, no hikes, we rally. We're going to skyrocket to $4,800 on the XPX, $4,800. And then everything goes back. They go back to buying Apple. Is that going to happen with high inflation? Don't think so. I think something is going to happen. So all eyes at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Powell and 2:30, and we're going to watch for the verbiage. We already know he eliminated the word transitory. What else is he going to say that the market, that we haven't heard before? That's the key question, and we're going to watch. So just stay frothy today. If you don't understand, if you want to get into a new position, if you're not a day trader, that's fine. My suggestion is stay out of the market. After today, there'll be some sales, and you'll feel better about getting into something. But that's my suggestion. So if you are a trader, this is a very volatile time, and we're going to make some money trading that. But let's dive in. So here is where we're at right now. I don't really have a suggestion here for you. It's really just about Powell, right? Because that's a huge news event, and it can go either way. Nobody really knows. I did see on TikTok that senators are selling off shares. They've been selling off shares for the last 3 days, 4 days, buying Microsoft puts, Nvidia puts, so somebody always knows something, so is that favorable, but I don't know. But let's dive in. Here's the VIX, guys. So the VIX is real simple. And in the VIX, the VIX right here, we know that fear in the last 2 days, fear has been coming into the market. Now it's holding steady, right? So this is pre-market event. It can go either way. Now, here's the thing. If we break 23 on the VIX, then that means that we're going down, okay? And I put my alert up there. If the 50-day moving average starts breaking down, then that, and I'm going to give it to 20, then that means that we're going up. Real simple. If we break 20, that means we're going up, okay? MACDs are right there. This could be an exhaustion sell-off, like an exhaustion if we go higher. So that's where we're at with the VIX, okay? The VIX is going to reveal something to you because that's going to be basically, are people more bearish or bullish? Remember, if the VIX, if it goes up, people are buying more puts, more insurance that the market's going to go down. They don't want to lose. They want to hedge. And again, that means we're dropping and the put ratios is going higher. That's how we measure the VIX. The Treasury notes, this is in no man's land. We can go either way. It looks like it probably wants to go higher and is prepping for a move a little higher. So again, if it goes higher, remember, that's not good for tech. Expect tech to go down. And we're noticing that already. All right. So now, what are the plays for today? And we're going to be looking at the plays for today. And right off the bat, guys, we had some great plays yesterday. If you followed the Morning Brew yesterday, I mean, ISRG and now worked out beautifully. Hope you guys took advantage of those trades. Those are great setups. Also, on my chat group, we gave XPX. I said it was going to go down and back up, and it went back down, and we took this ride as well. But again, I don't like talking about what we did in the past, but just want to say, if you want to go back and revise those trades so you can learn, that's a good thing. So again, what are we looking at for today? So today, if we're looking at the 15-minute time frame, I like these setups. I love these setups to the downside, but anything's possible. Now, this is a trade right here if we go lower, 46.53, and I'm going to give you the XPX trade today. All right, if you like that, press that like, subscribe button, leave me a message. All right, but I'm going to give you that today if you trade options. And if you don't, my suggestion is, guess what? Do a paper trade. Get into it, follow along, see how well we did or how bad we did. But here it is right there. So we're in a perfect scenario. We can go either way. One thing's for sure, we're not going to stay here. We're not going to stay here. We're going to move, and we're going to move big. All right. The NASDAQ right there. Russell, a little bit far away, but it can go. So now, what do I mean by right there? If this thing starts breaking down, breaking at the 50, that is a trade to the downside, and we can drop. Same with the XPX. Where can we go? 40. I'm guessing 45.50, and I'm going to dive into it. Okay. If we break those low, we're going to drop hard and fast. Remember, bear trades are hard and fast. So you have to make that decision at the 50-day moving average. Okay. Watch that. Now, there's ways that we can take advantage of both sides, and I'm going to share that with you. Russell right there. Google gapping up a little higher today. So again, 28.89. Does somebody know something? They're taking it up. Right? Now, here's the deal. Do I believe that, these things have been taken down? Do I believe? Yeah. You have to invest, in my humble opinion, in things that are making money. Google earnings report was ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. They took it above 3,000 on it and slowly sold off. So they're going to take the good stuff up. So again, after this event, and the reason why I haven't got into my 2022 positions is because there's a big event today. It's a big event. It's going to lay out the footwork for what's about to happen. And I want to make sure, because I'm going to continue with that trade plan, or if it goes down, I'm still going to continue with that, but I'm going to get it at a cheaper price. That's the philosophy behind that. Okay. Now, here it is right there. So we're right there. Google's something we might set up. Amazon, again, they're taking it up pre-market, right? So again, 33.94. Is it going to break above that level? Maybe. Amazon looks like it wants to break above that level. Tesla held nicely. What did I tell you? Tesla, 950 need to held, and it's holding, right? So here's the thing. When Elon is stopped selling, this thing is going to skyrocket, okay? And that's one of the trades that we're going to set up. But I'm waiting for Elon to stop selling. He's about 75% done, okay? And again, he got into a battle with Senator Warren about tax credits. Pretty funny, hysterical. If you want a good laugh, go check it on Twitter under Senator Warren's thing. All right. So now what are we doing here? What are we doing? So now ISRG. Now ISRG, we set this up nicely. I gave you both sides to the trade, not just one. And this is where you're going to have to take initiative. If you took that trade, you did well. 342. And I told you if it takes out 330, it's going to go. You got 5 more points at 325. Beautiful. Chipotle, they're taking it lower. Let's see if they take this one lower. So that might be one we're going to set up. Lamb Research. Okay, so I like this page for today. I like this page. I've been watching this page for a long time. I mean, all day yesterday, because it has Apple and I moved Goldman Sachs. So these are the two that I want to see, because I'm trading XPX, whether or not, if the now Goldman could, I gave you this trade on Goldman. I said yesterday, Goldman can go up based on surely the fact that if they raise interest rates, or the potential to raise interest rates next year, the banks are going to come back. So this is a trade. If you're looking for a hedge of an interest rates hike, then this is going to go up. This, if they rate hike, it's going to go to 410, 420. And I'm going to give you some clues on how you can see if that's true or not using the option chain. Okay, but Lamb Research, I like Lamb Research. Anything chip related, guys, is going to be great. I mean, if you look at all the earnings report with the chips, they all stated great things. And again, are we closer to the end of the shortage or the beginning of the shortage? I'm guessing we're getting closer to the end, just solely based on what their earnings report what they have been telling us. That's the only reason why I'm stating that. Now, that's a possibility, right? Now, So again, those are things we're going to set up for next year. Netflix working its way higher, and we're going to dive into its Roku selling off a little bit. Nvidia looks good. I like Nvidia for today. Mercado Libre working up. Apple, we'll see if it can hold. Trade Desk taking it down. So again, just want to see what the overall market is telling me pre-market action. So Shopify, this was a beautiful trade to the downside. Hope you guys took advantage of that. And we set that up beautifully yesterday. Affirm. What the heck does Affirm do? I've been complaining about Affirm. I put it back on there because I guess some report came out that, what was it? 53% of people using Affirm have missed payments. There's no interest rates on Affirm. How the heck are they making money? Does anybody know that? They're not charging interest rates. How are they making money? Now, the question is this. They have a lot of potential deals with like Walmart, Amazon. Does anyone know here on the chat on how they make money and who is responsible for those payments or that product? Is it Amazon? Because if Amazon's responsible, they crater. You know what I mean? Like, whoever's responsible, and I've been trying to dig, I can't find the whole model of this thing, but they've been taking down Affirm. If Affirm takes down $99, good Mike, it's gone. It's gone. I mean, I don't know how they're making money. Upstart follows. Now, these guys have an AI component, same as Affirm. I don't know the stats on these guys, if anyone has missed payments on them, but pretty similar model, and this one could drop too. HubSpot working his way lower. Zoom. Watch Zoom. If you believe this Omicron, and this thing is getting some legs, okay, I've noticed that they closed down Yale or one of those, Cornell yesterday. They closed it down based on the contagion rate. You know, I don't know. But if it's real, Zoom should be up. So watch 181 on Zoom if it's real. Booking. So working his Louis lower. Sure, okay. ServiceNow. This was the trade we set up yesterday, guys. Congratulations if you took that trade. And we set up this beautifully. We gave you both sides of the trade because it's right at the 50 and it went down. And you got some major gains. Coinbase, again, holding steady. There was some F up on MetaMask, and I don't know, something happened on Trust Wallet. If you know about that, let me know. Now, real quick, what do we have? Roblox, Qualcomm. This is the page you're going to be looking for next year. Okay? So what? These are all the chips. All the chips. Now, Roblox is working through it. This is MetaMask, okay? They just did a deal with Nike, I believe. Rivian. If they raise interest rate, that won't be good for Rivian, okay? Startup, just starting out. There is a lot of money behind it, but there's no sales in Rivian yet. So watch Rivian. It's right there. Can go either way. But there's going to be better trades out there. So, all right. I'm going to cover Bitcoin. No, I'm not going to cover Bitcoin right now. What I am going to cover, what's this? Okay, we covered that. I am going to cover this. All right. So let's go to the XPX here. Okay, let's go to the XPX. This is the XPX. On the, I don't want dailies, it's hour 15. Let's do dailies here. Okay, so you got to know where the 200-day moving average is. Okay, guys, 200-day moving average. Now, on the hourlies, on the XPX, we are going to move. We're right in no man's land. It's either going to go, so you're going to watch 50 points up, 50 points down. It can go either way, right? And we know it's going to move. So I'm going to show you, here is the option chain for the XPX. Now, normally I don't do this, but I'm going to do it. And again, this is not any recommendation to buy or sell. This is just strictly for educational purposes. See how one could take advantage of these type of markets. So here it is. So what do we know? The XPX right now is sitting at 46.34. Let's look at the E-minis, and I forgot to look at that. The E-minis right now is sitting at 46.34. So we're probably going to be open right around the same price. The 4 a.m. hour on the E-minis is right there. We're looking at this level right here of 46.34. We're probably going to open around the same level here, right? Same level. Okay, so this can go either way, okay? Now, the 50-day moving average is right there at 40.60. We're going to look 50 points up and 50 points down. Okay, 50 points up and 50 points down. All right, what are we going to do? All right, we're going to look here, 50 points up. So we're sitting at 46.34, 46.34, and that puts us right there. Now, that's for today. Now, you're not going to buy at the money, right? You're going to buy away, outside. So we're going to look 50 points. 50 points on puts is going to be where? So 46.35, that's 35 up there. Then we need another, what, 20? We need another 15 points, right? So 15 points, that puts us at 85. So those are going for 420, 410 by 450, right? And that's what's going at just for today. That's a today's option. Now that's 420 by 450. Now we're going to look at 50 points above, and that's really easy math. 46.85. We're at 255. Right off the bat, just looking at the option premiums, the market maker thinks that it's gonna go down more than it's gonna go up, right? We're just looking at the premiums pre-market. That's what he's suggesting to us. Now, all in all, right? If there's no rate hike, we're gonna skyrocket, right? The chances that happen, I think, are very slim, but we never know. But if you want to take the trade, and this is just a day trade, you can get somewhere in here, the 350, 410, and you can buy a contract here, 230, 330, right? Somewhere in there. This is going to be a total around $5, maybe $6 total. So you're going to buy a call and you're going to buy a put. One of those is going to hit, and it's going to hit big if we have that big volatile session like we suspect we will have. Why is that? Because if we break, we're probably going to go to 45.50 pretty easily, maybe 4,500, depending on what happens with Powell. So you'll make some money there. If he does nothing, then we're going to skyrocket, and we'll probably skyrocket to where? 4,700, 47.43, 47.50. So you'll make some money there. All right, guys? That's the trade. That's what I'm looking at. Now, I'm also going to give you a bonus. If we skyrocket, there's a lot of things already telling us, if I go back to here, that they are ready to move, and they're move big. And who's going to move big? You got Google. You got Amazon. You have ISRG, Chipotle, Tesla. But especially Alphabet and Google. They are going to move, and they're going to move humongous. Okay? So if you want to take trades there, that's fine. Nvidia is going to move, right? Now, Nvidia has been sold off, and I want to talk about Nvidia because Nvidia is very, very close to a movement. So let's go to Nvidia. And what do I mean by Nvidia? This is Nvidia. We're at the 50-day moving average. What have I been telling you guys is that we like to buy at the 50-day. The 50-day, which is right there, 273. 273 on Nvidia. Okay? So if it bounces, then that's going to rally. Now, I don't know if it's going to bounce today. Nvidia's going to bounce. I mean, these guys killed earnings, the chip manufacturer. So we'll see. Or do they take it down? If they take it down, it's going to close that gap, and it's going to close that gap. So 233 is what I'm looking at, and I'm liking Nvidia. I like Nvidia long term. I think 233 is cheap for Nvidia if they take it down. So either way, I'm looking at Nvidia regardless, guys. So if they take it up and they say, no rate hikes, everything's good, they're going to start buying these things. This thing sold off pretty big, guys. I'm going to tell you. And the reason why, these things were the high flyers. And again, you have, from the high, you have a 21% discount on Nvidia if everything rallies. So I'm going to be watching Nvidia for a trade to see to the upside. Now, how do you know if they're taking it up? There's a couple of ways. Now, I'm going to hear it. Dive in. I'm going to give you the goods. All I ask, I want you to share. And if you make money, I want you to brag to other people about this. And let's get more views on this show. I'm looking for 100 subscribers in the next 5 days. That's why I'm doing this. Well, no, I'm not doing it because I love trading. But here we go. And I also want to make profitable traders out there. But here's the goods. Here's the hourly. If they take out that 287 short term and then starts rallying that 290, 291 to get it going, and the MACD start breaking above zero, it's going to break that, and then we get a second win, it could pop to 300. Okay, 300, pretty easy. On the 15-minute time frame, it's right there. It's right there. I'm going to repeat that. It's right there. Right? On the 15-minute chart. If we start rallying, you're going to get a fresh set of MACDs. If it takes out that 284, definitely that 287 to get it going is probably going to run, right? Up to around 300. Maybe break 300, right? But we're right there. Now, this is all based on Powell. Remember, it depends on how Powell says, how do we have. But I think either way, I'm liking the action here on Nvidia. How are you going to know if Nvidia is good or not? Real simple. Let's go back to the right here, and here is the secret sauce. This right here, guys, is worth a lot of money. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off my the filters here because this is going to mess it up. I'm going to go here. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay, and did I go there? All right, let's see. No, I can't get them. All right, this is what we're going to do. I can't get in the video. All right, this is what we're going to do. When you get in the video, we're going to be looking real simple at next week's option chain. So what do I mean by that? You're going to be looking at December 23rd, December 31st, okay, when you look at that. And what you're going to be looking at, approximately the video right now is trading at 283. We're going to be looking at 293 for December 17th and December 23rd, okay? So roughly right in there, December 23rd and December, and let's see if it pops up. Is it going to pop up? It's not going to pop up because I have filters, okay? Now, if that's the case, let's see if I can, I can do it probably right here. So we're going to be looking at, let's do 250, and I'll be looking at, let's look at 350. Okay, so yeah, I can do it, perfect. So we're going to be looking at right here. We're going to be looking like these two option chains and the front month. We're at 283. We're going to be looking at right here, 295, 290. If you see the 290s, 295s breaking above $10, that means the market maker knows he's going to take it up, that they're buying it. There's a lot of activity, and the market maker is going to go up. If you see it going above $10, okay, that's a clue. I just gave you the secret sauce. On 295, if you see these go above $10, more than likely they're going to start breaking. All right. That's it, guys. That's all we got. But I'm going to cover Bitcoin right now. All right. I think that's going to be the plays that we have today. All right. On Bitcoin, we're coming to the end here. Is the rate hike priced in? This is something that nobody really talks about. We talk about it in the stock market. They don't really talk in the crypto market, but is it priced in? Are we going to go lower? Maybe. We are closer to the end of this swing than the beginning. We could have another exhaustion here, but if this crosses, more than likely, we're going to break above 5891, 51,000, and break a little higher. The next level, if we break that, we're going to go to the 50-day moving average, and then we'll see. Now, if this sells off, this is going to be a panic sell if it breaks that 200-day moving average. And then the next level that everyone's watching, or any professionals watching, is 42,000 or 42,431. So that's where the buyers came in, and they came in with force. All right, guys? So that's where we're at with BTC. If you're trading the stock market and we see this thing rallying, breaking up, and you want to ride this rally, then you're going to be looking at MSTR because they own a ton of Bitcoin And if Bitcoin goes up, these guys are going to go up. And at 579, that's pretty inexpensive. This thing was recently pretty far up there, above $800. So the potential on this is higher with Bitcoin going up. So we gave you 3 plays today. Not that's going to happen today. One is, maybe 2, right? And then watch the MACDs. I really didn't give you the 15-minute time frame because that's going to be all dependent on what's going to happen. Now, you can do the same thing we did on the XPX, on Google, on any other underline that you're looking at, but it will move the market. Ethereum working its way lower. It still has more room to go lower. It's trying to bounce here, but watch that 3564 area, and it coincides with the VWAP. And then the next level below that is 3251. But I do not suspect Ethereum to turn around today. Okay, tomorrow might be a different story. All right, guys, that's all we have right now. Let me see if I can get myself back on. My computer's been acting weird.